Okay, welcome back, folks. Got something a little different for you here today. Once in a while, I do some CD openings, K-pop, DVDs, or CDs. And today I got kind of a different one. I think I've opened maybe a couple of Blackpink things before. But this is a new one, pretty new. If you guys follow um, um, nice Blackpink at all, you know that the first release of Deadline didn't include their hit single Jump, and I thought it was really weird. It almost kept me from buying the first CD, but I bought the Rosé edition of the first one. But now my local K-pop shop got these, and it does have Jump. I don't really listen to CDs anymore. This is more of a collector's item. It is nice to have the CD because that is, the highest quality. If you really want high quality, getting a nice high bit rate CD rip is actually higher quality than streaming. So yeah, if you really like a CD, you want to hear it at its best, if you really like an album, whatever, a release, and you want to hear it at its best, get yourself a CD. I say that loosely. I'm sure there's other versions. In fact, CDs used to come in a gold version, literally. So this part was gold, and technically speaking, it means you can get a finer signal. Original Master Recordings makes those gold CDs of classic albums. So, I say that that's the highest end, but, take it with a grain of salt. There's always something different. But here you go. Obviously, you see the CD on the inside. It is kind of this nice little folio style presentation here. There's a little notch right there, so these things sit well, front and back. But anyway, let's get on with it. Like I said, CD right there, boom, and then you get this cover photo. One little pull tab, so once it's closed, you can open it easily. Let's do that. And I will put that down here and slowly show you what's in it. There's a lot of stuff here, actually. Here's that first piece, the top piece that was in there. Next is that a booklet or? Oh, okay, so there's a little black band on this, and on the inside is several photos. Let me bring those out for you. Okay, they are snug in there. Okay, I think I got it. All right. So there's probably one of each member, I'm guessing, but is that one? No, I've skipped one. Right. Cool photo shoot. So yeah, this is not a member edition, so it's gonna be a mix. So we'll see some photos probably of every member here. Very cool. I won't bother rebanding that. And the band doesn't say the members, so if you're not a fan, you're probably going to be like, who's that, who's that, who's that? But if you are a fan, I'm sure you'll know. I'm going to be honest, sometimes when they get all dressed up and intense makeup, they look so different. So sometimes I confuse Jennie and Jisoo. Happens all the time. Rosé, I know she is actually my favorite member. And Lisa is got a very different look. But Jisoo and Jennie, I would say, have similar face shapes, and they both go with the dark hair usually. Alright, this one's obviously, whoops, wait a minute. Yeah, this one's obviously rosé. These are pretty high quality pictures. I don't think they're 8x10s. In fact, I can tell they're a little smaller. They're not a 5x7 either, so it's an odd size. I bet if you were to try to go out and frame these, it'd be tough. You'd probably have to get a mat and mat it up to 8x10 so you have the right size frame. But they are nice quality prints. Little glossy. Decent paper stock. This is actually, it's a deadline on the back. I was gonna see if it said anything about the paper, like maybe they left the branding, but of course not. As I do this, it is actually the 4th of July as I'm recording this today. So happy 4th, especially to anyone watching me from the United States, where I am. After I do this and edit this, well, shoot, I shouldn't say that I'm going to post it because I'm not sure if I'll get the video done before I go home and barbecue. So no fireworks for me. In fact, this time of year drives me nuts. I mean, there's people popping fireworks off 3-4 days before and 3-4 days after 4th of July, and man, they have no clock. They're doing it like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. I'm like, give me a break. Whoops. Yeah, these are cool. I will probably actually, ooh, that's very ethereal. You can see the blurring there. I will probably hang these up somewhere. Oh, the back one at the end of the Lisa pack has credits. Let me scroll these like a movie. If you want, you can stop and figure out who did what in this photo shoot, most likely. I assume it pertains to the photo shoot, but who knows, maybe it pertains to the actual CD, or both. And there's a side too, even. If this is all for the photo shoot, that's a lot of people to be involved in a photo shoot. I've spent the last more than a decade of my life as a professional photographer, videographer, and man, this would be well out of my league. I have a feeling this is actually maybe all the credits, photo and CD, but I can't quite see that, so whoops, I bet that was blurry to you. Yeah, sorry about that. If I have a tendency to sometimes hold the thing too close and then it goes out of focus, and I don't catch it until I'm editing because my eyes are bad. My vision is horrid, so yeah, I don't see those things. Okay, we got into the obligatory K-pop cards. So we have a little deadline. Is that a sticker? Oh, I bet it's a scratch off. It's probably for some kind of contest. We shall see. But let's go to the cards. Typical K-pop size cards. K-pop. I always forget the dimensions, but I'm sure you know if you're a K-pop fan. Just says deadline on the back. Making a face. Same back. Okay, yeah, like I said, sometimes I struggle, but that's Jisoo. Fairly positive. Lisa. Rosé. I think this is Jisoo again. You know, just the odds are the more I comment on Jisoo or Jenny, I will get one wrong. I think that's Jenny. You guys can grade me. I'm sure I got something wrong. That's how bad I am with those two. Let's see, got more coming. Little deadline sticker. And there's something here. Wait, no, that's just the bottom of the box. So that was it as far as I can tell. Yep. Anyway, if you're interested in buying one of these, now you know what's in there, because that's what gets me all the time. There's so many versions. Sometimes you can pull it up on the web and find out which is which and what you get. But sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just gotta, go with the flow and figure it out. My store, my local K-pop shop, started doing something that they hadn't previously done, and maybe it's an industry thing, because now they all have I don't know if you noticed, but on the wrapping it said let me grab it. Where'd I put that? It said basically that there's an exclusive photo card in there, something like that. Yeah, plus POB photo card. You know what? I'll flash it on the screen. I'll look it up, because I looked it up when I saw that, and now I've already forgotten what it means. Something about promotional, something. Anyway, that is it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully the next one will be some One Piece, even though it's insanely hard to get. Cross my fingers, and catch you later. Bye.